natural cool. Spiceland Mall Grand Dance. Cool clothes for cool people. The Computer Store Grenada Limited. Spiceland Mall Grand Dance. The Gamers Paradise with headsets by Razer, Conair, JBL, Sony, Astro, Logitech, and more. And Island Catering, without a doubt. The best food and catering service on the island. Gittins Pharmacare, the pharmacy that cares. Halifax Street, St. George's. Affordable access to care, a wide range of prescription drugs, medical supplies, health and beauty items, diabetic testing supplies, immune system support products, vitamins, supplements, and lots more. Visit us today or call 440-2165. Ask about or call in prescriptions, discounted items, and special delivery requests. Gittins Pharmacare. Care, convenience, expertise. We've got it all.
Good morning, Grenada, and welcome to Greenz Music to the World. June 19th, Father's Day weekend, the day before Father's Day. As usual, we got a great program lined up for you. I want to thank the big man, JC, for taking you up until 10. We always appreciate JC. And today in studio, I've got a kind of guest, but more like a co-host with me. Her name is Krista Campbell, and she'll be helping me with the program today. Krista, you want to just say hi, introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. Good morning, and a very special good morning to all of the fathers out there. Tomorrow is your special day. And so we are dedicating this edition of Greenz Music to all of the fathers. So, Mr. Eugene, this program is perhaps dedicated to you?
It sure is. I am a dad, and a proud one. Very happy to be a dad. And I have a daughter, so it even makes it more special.
You're right. Nice.
Yeah, so thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate you having all of you here. We have some special guests also on board. We have with us via Zoom out of St. Lucia, we have Ms. Jackie Cherebin-Weekes. That's Jackie Cherebin-Weekes. And later on in the program, we have coming through the man called Patrick Roach. He's got a special Father's Day song. And also by Zoom, even a little later in the program, we've got another person joining us, another artist joining us from the US of A. And maybe Krista will tell us about that artist.
Sure. We have Mr. Daniel John. He's an American artist with Grenadian roots. He will be joining us to celebrate Father's Day, which is tomorrow.
Nice. With a special song as well.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, so stay tuned. Tell everybody to, tune on. Like I said, we got a nice program for you. In the background, we've got the song that you'll be hearing first of all when Roach comes through. It's just a rhythm track for his song. It's called Daddy's Home. Daddy's Home to Stay, reggae version. So we're going to start things off with a couple of videos. I think we're going to start off with... Why don't we start it off with something called, this guy, he's a Grenadian out of Trinidad, and I've been meaning to play his song for a while. The song is called Jah Blessings, and he doesn't have a full music video, but he has what's called an animated video, so we'll play that. And the song again is Jah Blessings, and his name is Gideon MP. That's what he goes by, his artist name, but he's really Gideon Gilbert, and Jah Blessings is the song. So let's hear that.
I said them can't stop it. All of them come and them try to fight me down. Them can't stop Jah blessing, them will always shower down. All of them come and them try fight me. Them can't stop the blessings of the Almighty. So, aye, 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 aye. Oy, 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 oy. Aye, 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 time I sit and I wonder, if it wasn't for my God, would I live longer? When I am weak, He makes me stronger. He gave me the blessings the devil cannot handle. He provide food and my shelter. And when I'm feeling sick, He makes me better. One God, there is no other. I come to tell the whole world, Jah blessing will follow me and help me find my way. Jah blessing will follow me and help me find my way. See, I thought one cup of blessing was good enough for me, but then the Father God poured more blessings on me. Blessings started falling like the mangoes from a tree. Now I come to tell it straight. What I see, look at Psalms 23. Tell me what you see. Goodness and mercy will follow me. Me not go only talk about goodness and mercy, but the blessings of the Most High God, it'll follow me. It follow me and help me find my way. Jah blessing will follow me and help me find my way. Jah blessings will follow me and help me find my way. Jah blessing will follow me and help me find my way. So tell them they can't stop Jah blessing. They can't stop Jah blessing. Allow them stressing. Them can't stop Jah blessing. They can talk all they want, but them can't stop Jah blessing.
The man called Gideon MP, and Jah blessings will follow me. Yeah, always good to have Jah blessings, and we certainly want to wish all the fathers, Jah blessings and happy Father's Day. So we've got a lot going on. I got to mention right now that there's nothing like a nice shirt or a nice pair of pants to give Dad for Father's Day as a gift. So head on down to Natural Cool, Spiceland Mall, the best men's store in Grenada. So if you don't have a gift for Dad as yet, go get one today. Last chance you have to get one anyway. So I also want to mention that Greenz Pharmacare, one of our other sponsors, they have specials on vitamins and supplements. So keep Dad, nourished and healthy. So also go get some nourishment at Greenz Pharmacare down there at Halifax Street, St. George's. It doesn't have to be a gift, just one of those things you give him. And finally, if your dad is a gamer, by any chance, we have the computer store. They have specials on gamers headsets. So again, they're at the Spiceland Mall. While you don't get in Dad a shirt, you could also get him a pair of headphones. All right. So Krista, what you getting there? You can't say because you might be listening, huh?
Exactly. It is a surprise.
Surprise. You got to keep it that way. Krista, today is an interesting day in a lot of ways. The date, June 19th in Grenada. So a couple of things happened on June 19th, and I want to mention them. Compliments, actually, this compliments the Grenadian Voice. They have a section of the Voice that's called, it's something about a week in Grenada's history. And so I read it all the time, and I recommend that people read it. So on June 19th, 1796 was the end of the Federal Revolution. On June 19th, 1796, Federal's insurrection was suppressed, and it actually ended the very next day. So on Father's Day, tomorrow, it was actually ended. And of course, many of the rebels were executed. Some historians said that Federal escaped, and I think either went to Martinique and then Haiti. You could go read the history, but I guess the different interpretations of what happened after with Federal. But apart from that, on June 19th, more recently in 1980, there was the bomb blast at Queen's Park. That was during the People's Revolutionary Government. There was that bomb blast in which a former employee at GBN lost her leg. Her leg was blown off in that blast, Jackie Bailey. And she also lost her sister. Her sister, Bernadette Bailey, was killed. She didn't die immediately, but she died a little after the blast in hospital. But there were two other young women who died on the spot. And one was Laurice Humphrey, and the other was Laureen Phillip. So, very tragic day in our history today. So let's hope, let's wish all those families and all those folks, a very positive memory of their losses, of the persons they lost. A final thing I want to say about that, there was a very touching article in the same Grenadian Voice of yesterday on Jackie Bailey and her experience during this whole episode. And it's really worth the read, so I would recommend to people to take a look at it. The most recent edition of the Grenadian Voice, there's a touching story about Jackie Bailey and that whole incident on June 19th, 1980. So, enough talking. Let's get back to the music. And this is Greenz Music to the World. And again, it's a show that features 100% Grenadian music, either from Grenadians at home or abroad, and all genres. Yeah, so right now we want to hear something from a guy from Tivoli. His name is Small Kid, and he's got a song called Stay Real. So, Small Kid.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall fear no evil.
Drive a big car and fly go Dubai. Yo, no, don't pick up the guns. Get a youth, show them you no dance. Show them you no dance. Whole heap of fight man get in a life. Get a youth we no talk about. Whole heap of bad mind turns them a ring up and we name we don't know about. But me stay real to myself, no. But me stay real to myself, no. Want me stay real to myself, no. Me never know me brother woulda got me for me things. Me never know me brother woulda take away me things. But life is a vision and me see it so clearly. This is some try to keep on me pray it already. Ja. Me nah go forget the day once. Me nah go try the day and me nah read stamps. Me a go get it and me on that me no need man. Whole heap of fight man get in a life. Get to youth we no talk about. Whole heap of bad mind turns them a ring up and we name we don't know about. But me stay real to myself, no. 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 Cause stay real to yourself, no brother. Mash walk, stay real to yourself, no Jenna. Real.
Man, Small Kid out of Tivoli. Yeah, so much talent in Greenz. And we have via Zoom, and we're about to join her. We have Jackie Cherebin-Weekes, and she is the president of the, let's see if I get it right, the Association for Musicians, Producers, and performers. That's our AMP in St. Lucia. And of course, Jackie is a St. Lucian Grenadian, I call her. She'll tell you all about that. And she will share with us a little bit about, what AMP does and maybe how beneficial a group like that might be for the artists here in Grenada, artists, producers, musicians, performers, all that. So I'd like us to go to Jackie now if we can. Just hang on a while. Jackie, are you there?
I'm right here. Can you see me?
I can see you, and I think you're up on the screen as well, so that's all good.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you and I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Very well.
So Jackie, Cherebin-Weekes, I know many people in Grenada know you, but just for those who don't, tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, first of all, I want to say good morning and morning to Krista as well. I'm not seeing your face though, Krista, so hearing your voice but not seeing your face. But I like how you sound. Yes, I am Jackie Cherebin-Weekes, and most people know me as Jackie Cherubin. And I went to school in Grenada at the St. Joseph's Convent, and of course grew up next to you, Eugene.
That's right.
In St. Paul, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your sister Patty and Adrian, and also Rocky. Mm-hmm. Your mom Vida. I mean, those were nice days, and I always remember you guys. Grenada is, of course, the home of my father. My father is Grenadian, Reginald Cherubin. Cherry, most of people call him. And my mother was Joyce Cherebin, and she's from St. Lucia. So basically, I am St. Lucian Grenadian, as you described. That's perfect. Mm-hmm. And I haven't been to Grenada in a while, so I'm very guilty of not connecting. But there are people that I connect with off and on, and I'll give them a little shout out a little later. But Grenada is a very special place in my heart, because that place molded me. The people around me, the school I went to, of course, the nuns and all that, and it was a very impactful time in my life. So, and of course, I was also part of the New Jewel movement and Maurice Bishop and all that. So doing the marching and taking the tear gas and all these things. And so there's a lot of history for me in Grenada. And Grenada now I'm looking at for the music. And I'm so happy to be on this show today. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome, Jackie. Now tell her, you are the president of AMP in St. Lucia. So tell us a little bit about AMP and what you do, what the organization does.
Okay, the Association of Musicians, Producers, Performers of St. Lucia, AMP St. Lucia, is an organization which started way back, I think it was even earlier than 1985. It was started by prominent musicians and well-known people in the country, but there were a lot of struggles. And at first, it was supposed to be a union, and I wasn't around at that time. So, but I've heard and I've notes of meetings and stuff like that. But over the years, people sort of went on with their lives, and people left the country. People went to have families, and commitments were not there. The new people came on board, and it's been struggling to actually get off the ground for all those years. So basically, sorry, did you ask something?
No, go ahead. No, sorry about that. You go ahead.
Oh, all right. So basically, it was an association that was seen even back in the day that there were a lot of concerns by the music sector, and it needed to be launched. It needed to be formed. So as I said, it was formed, but not officially, and not launched officially and really made legal. So basically, it started off in around 2005, where they actually called it STAMP, St. Lucia Association of Musicians and Performers. And that was registered in the registry of companies. But then the government of the day decided that no, that can't be because St. Lucia cannot go before the name. So there was all this struggle and a lot of letters back and forth to cabinet and all this kind of thing. And then governments changed again. So they tried to do it at stamp. And then basically the people that were involved and really struggling to get this off the ground, a lot of people just sort of left and got burnt out at that point.
But Jackie, I guess,
but then,
let me ask you. I think
what happened is that it came off the ground in 2019, where we got registered legally, and we're now AMP St. Lucia.
Right, so tell us.
An advocacy and lobbying organization for the concerns of the music sector.
Right, and so you lobby on behalf of the music sector. Basically, that's the goal of the organization. And
that is the main goal, but we have other things as well that we like to highlight, which I can go into a little later. But basically, we're representing the music sector because we find that there are a lot of concerns and nobody's addressing them. So an organization needed to be established to be able to approach the different institutions, the government, the different institutions on the island, the St. Lucia Hotel and Tourism Association, a lot of different institutions that our music sector works in and is being affected in. And so, yes, that's what our organization is.
Right. So in terms of, and again, I want to just share this with the artists and musicians and stuff here in Grenada. So basically, what are some of the actual benefits that, maybe two or three that you've been able to get for artists in St. Lucia?
Well, we have tried, first of all, when the COVID came in, we were the first ones to write letters to ask for, some sort of assistance for the artists, because as you might know, a lot of our artists actually work in the cruise ship sector. And so a lot of them were out of work. Then we have a lot of our artists, or most of our artists, work in the hotel sector. And of course, the hotels were closed down. Then you had the situation where we had festivals like the Jazz Festival, Roots and Soul Festival, the Creole Festival. All these were then put on hold because of COVID. And so a lot of our artists, producers and performers were out of work. Carnival, big one. Especially because a lot of our producers work a lot around that time producing music. So all that was affecting, the people that we represent. And so we wrote letters to the government to say, what are you doing for the music sector? Unfortunately, the music sector is still put on the side. It's like we look at the hotel workers, but not the musicians that work in the hotels that actually do the entertaining. So there was no real segment of assistance for our musicians. We tried that to advocate for that. And then we have embarked, then of course, during COVID, that's when, because we launched in 2019, November, and COVID hits, and 2020 was COVID. So what we did was embark on a membership drive at that time, which was difficult because all our plans that we had of going into the communities and all that was all squashed because we had to do the social distancing and the protocols and all these things. So we decided to do it one-on-one with people. So we now have 150 registered members. We also set up a Facebook page, a Facebook community group, a Facebook membership group as well, and we also appointed ambassadors. So we've been doing a lot of work in the last year, just trying to structure and form everything. And over the time of COVID, it was a little difficult because we couldn't do as much as we wanted to. But we also advocate for the development of the artists, and so but in the last couple of months, we did a series of six virtual workshops, which was really, really great because we had facilitators, including from Grenada. We had Rastakari come on board with us on our first one. In fact, it was from artist to product. So he basically came in talking about the business of music. We had people coming in talking about from the States, branding, your imaging, and all these things. We also looked at things like a workshop that dealt with wire management team. So we brought on people to talk about, the different kinds of people that you have in your management team and why is it needed to have a team around your artists. We also spoke about legalities and copyright, which is very important. So we talked about contracts and various contracts that artists need to know about to engage in terms of whether it's with their management, whether it's with promoters, whether it's with booking agents and stuff like that. And also the legalities part of it, which is your inland revenue. A lot of artists don't file income tax returns because they just figure, well, we don't really make that much money. But it's really important to file your income tax returns because there can be repercussions in terms of if you are, for instance, you want to buy a property or a house, you're going to be asked for that information. And if it's not there, it can hinder your purchase. Also, if you pass away and you actually leave stuff to your heirs, for them to claim it, where is the income tax return? So things like that. Also, our NIC, which is the national insurance. People don't realize that our sector don't realize that even though you don't have a steady job with a pay slip every week, you can still go and make arrangements with the NIC so that you get benefits. So you contribute and you get benefits if you're sick or stuff like that, and you can still do that. And we also had ECHO on board, talking about the importance of artists registering their music with the copyright organization.
Looks like you guys been doing some great stuff, Jackie. And, we'll engage you in seeing how we could probably use your skills to try to form something like that here in Grenada, once there is interest. What we're going to do now, Jackie, is to take a short break. And we'll come back to you. I know you have some people you want to just say hi to. We have in the studio a young man who just released a Father's Day song, and we're going to have him do it live for all the fathers out there. We're going to have him do it right now. And I know, Jackie, your dad is with you.
Hey, happy Father's Day to my dad. He's right. 96. He'll be 97 this year. And he lives with me. And his name is Reginald Cherebin. A lot of people know him as Cherry. And yes, great. Happy days, Father's Day to him tomorrow, So we say it in advance.
Right. So the young man we have in studio he's like a Grenadian. His daughter is crying. He said, well, Dad, he's got two daughters, and the daughters are with him, actually. He brought his daughter. And the song he did is a song, Jackie would know it. It's called Daddy's Home. It's a reggae version. His name is Roach, and he is to me like Grenada's. He's a combination of, like, to me, Sanchez, Chris Martin, and Virgin Romain, Virgo Romain, all together. He's that kind of style. Wow. So the song is called Daddy's Home. So we're gonna do that for you live. Here we go. Daddy's Home.
Hey girl, you know your daddy's home to stay. Don't worry. Check it. You're my love, my angel, the girl of my dreams. I'd like to thank you for waiting patiently. Yeah. Daddy's home.
Yeah, Roach, you want to say good morning first, of course.
Yes, I want to say good morning to all the fathers, of the nation and worldwide. And good morning to, what's her name, Miss Jackie?
Miss Jackie.
Yes.
And Miss Krista.
Yes, how are you doing? And Miss Krista as well. How are you doing?
She can't hear right now.
Very well.
Oh, okay, she does.
Nice to be in Grenada, even though it's just on the radio. But I listen to this program every week, and I love it because it's bringing out all the Grenadian talent out there, and you guys have a lot of talent in so many genres of music. I am so proud.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're gonna go into the song right now, right? Patrick Roach,
Sure.
Daddy's home to stay.
Hey girl, you know your daddy's home to stay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Check it. You're my love, my angel. You're the girl of my dreams. I'd like to thank you for waiting patiently. Yeah. Daddy's home. Your daddy's home to stay. Yeah. Oh, I'm waiting for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend wrote and told me you had teardrops in your eyes. Yeah. Daddy's home. Yes, he is. Your daddy's home to stay.
Fathers.
It wasn't on a Sunday.
It wasn't on a Sunday.
No. It wasn't on a Tuesday afternoon. But I made a promise that you treasured. I made it back home to you. Oh, I'm waiting for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend wrote and told me you had teardrops in your eyes. Yeah. Daddy's home. Your daddy's home to stay. Yeah.
All the fathers of the nation.
Daddy's home.
Come on, guys.
Your daddy's
Yeah, Daddy's home to stay. Every time, Patrick Roach.
All the time.
Mash it.
No, I would never
This is
leave
not
you,
fun.
not forsake you. You will be my heart forever, girl. Your daddy, yes, your daddy will be home.
That's the best
He
part.
will always
I'm
be
telling you.
stay.
Daddy's always home to sing.
Oh yes, your daddy
that
will
part.
be home.
Yeah, Patrick Roach,
Yes.
Daddy's home to
Yes,
stay.
yes. Oh, my daughter.
Yeah, man.
My daughter
Yeah,
is
your
here.
daughter is right here.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to show her. Yeah.
Yes,
Hold up.
she's here.
Yeah, there you go.
Say
Nice,
hi.
one of your daughters. Hi. How you doing? Daddy's home to stay. Don't worry.
Daddy's always home, man.
Yeah, Patrick. Well, thanks for coming through. And yeah, his other daughter is coming.
So these are my two daughters.
Nice.
This is my big one here, Nasaya and Priya. Take that out, baby.
Nice. So Daddy's definitely home to
Yes,
stay.
yes, Daddy's always home.
Yeah, nice
Always
one.
home to stay.
For his
So I
daughter.
want to big up to all the fathers once again, to Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique, and throughout the world. Continue being the good fathers that you are. Yeah, and always be there for our kids.
Nice, man. Thanks for coming through, man. Great track. Great track. Nice,
Thank you.
nice,
All
nice.
right.
Yeah.
And big up to you, Mr. Eugene.
Every time.
All the time.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Daddy's home. Your daddy's home to stay. Yeah.
So, Jackie, we're coming back to you now.
I'm waiting for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend wrote and told me.
I don't know if you could have heard all of that, Jackie. Did you? Were you able to hear?
Well, I was not able to hear the musical part of it. Voice, I heard very, very good voice, but I could not hear the instrumental. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay.
We have another guy online from New York, another artist online. So we're going to wrap up. We'll bring you back another time to talk in more detail about this. I'll bring you down for a workshop or something. But tell us a little, why don't you go ahead and say hello to all those you wanted to say hi to earlier on?
But yes, but before that, I just want to say that Grenada, like a lot of our countries, need an organization like this. And it doesn't have to be the musicians themselves. It could be just people who are passionate about the music, people who are passionate about the music sector. Because let's face it, the music is being used for everything. Everything we do, we use music, right?
True.
And we have lots of talent in the islands, and lots of people that need representation. A lot of people need direction. This is one of the things AMP does to develop the artists and everything. So you need people to come together and form this organization. There's an AMP Dominica, there's an AMP St. Vincent, and an AMP St. Lucia. So I would love to hear that there's an AMP Grenada, okay?
Makes sense. We're going to make it happen.
In the meantime, I really want to give some shout outs here. I have a friend of mine in the States called Guy Blanchard. He's from St. Lucia, but he said he's going to be listening in. I also have my sister, Hermelyn Stevens, from Grenada. She's in New York right now, but I know she's listening in. So, hail up to you, Hermelyn. And also, Ras Dakari is listening. So, hi, Ras. Take care. We'll talk later. Ricky Keynes Douglas, my very good friend. I know he's in Grenada right now, and I think that he's listening in as well. So Ricky, how you doing? And I hope to see you soon. Susan Rennick, Barbara and Otway, Patty Chichester, my very good friends, and my cousins. I can't forget my cousins down there, Charlie Hood and Podgy and Boboy. Just happy Father's Day to all the guys, and keep on being good fathers, and those who are not, step up to the plate, because we need you to do a good job. So, happy Father's Day to you, Eugene. Thanks for having me on the show.
You're welcome.
Keep up your good work.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, so Jackie, I know you like, I know one of...
So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Jackie, I know one of your favorite artists in Grenada is Vaughn, so we're gonna go out playing Vaughn for you. We're gonna do, how about Trouble in the Morning?
Oh, my favorite.
Your favorite?
That's beautiful.
Okay, we're gonna do Trouble in the Morning for you. And again, we will pick up the conversation. This was just a teaser to get people aware of what you do and what your organization does, and we will take it up in more detail at another time.
Yes, I'd love to come back and talk a little bit more about AMP St. Lucia and what we're doing here and what could be done in Grenada.
Right. Excellent. So we're going to take Trouble in the Morning, and we'll come back with Daniel John out of the U.S. Grenadian artist over there. Okay. Take care, Jackie.
Thanks for having me.
But you juke in your phone like you're texting your boyfriend whole night. Isn't it with you he's supposed to be? He over there fetting whole night. You over here stressing your life. Well, there's only one you have to live. Don't really wanna intervene, but did you come here with your team? She said no, no, no. Tell me to go so I could leave if I would intervene. She said no, no, no. That look like trouble in the morning when the niggas start to up top, when the music start to pump up, and the girl ready to ramage. Trouble in the morning when I'm nowhere close to sober, when the party was over, and everybody ready to jump and ready to jump and I tiffin' and whining, no me, don't care if your friend them hold me. I hear where this man supposed to be. Why is he sin, boy? I don't wanna cause no drama, but that bam bam hold me, mama. I just wanna take you home with me. Don't really wanna intervene, but did you come here with your team? She said no, no, no. Tell me to go so I could leave if I would intervene. She said no, no, no. That look like trouble in the morning when the liquor start to walk up, when the music start to pump up. Oh, girl, I'm taking you home with me. Trouble in the morning when I'm nowhere close to sober, when the party hours over and everybody ready to jump and wait. Ready to jump and wait. Take your time and hold a vibe and free your mind and lose yourself in the music. Music. Don't really.
Trouble in the Morning. It's the one that kind of made him huge, right? So we've got some folks on Zoom with us, and I'll have Krista introduce them.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Eugene. Now, to help us celebrate all of the fathers out there, we have Mr. Daniel John. He's an American artist with Grenadian roots, as I mentioned earlier. Now, to be more exact, his father, Mr. Roland John, is a Grenadian by birth, and he is also joining us. So, welcome, guys, and thank you for joining us. To start...
Hello, thank you. Thanks for having us.
All right. So to our viewers and listeners, if you would like to acknowledge your father or a man whom you consider to be your father, feel free to insert his name in the comment section of our YouTube and Facebook platforms. All right. So let's get started. Now, I want to start off by asking Daniel for his definition of a father, because Mr. Eugene, according to Merriam-Webster and other online dictionaries, right? A father is a man who has begotten a child. But what about the men who do not have children biologically or through other means, but act as father figures in the lives of many? Right? So, Daniel, what would your definition of a father be?
I feel like the definition of a father would be someone who pretty much makes the sacrifice to build that legacy for their child, whether that's their child or not, for the future. I feel like, sacrifice is probably the best thing you can really give anybody, because, time is something you don't get back, So when you're able to sacrifice that for something other than yourself, I feel like that's very important and something that a father figure needs. So I would say that's my definition.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, to date, Mr. Eugene, there are a few stigmas associated with men and fatherhood, right? However, there are men out there, like my father and perhaps yourself, who love their children unconditionally and support them financially, emotionally, and spiritually, right? Now, Daniel's song, Hello Dad, sheds light on these men. So, Daniel, can you tell us more about your single, Hello Dad?
Okay, yeah. So, when I was really starting my music career, knowing that my dad is the one that really, taught me the things that I know about music. He was being a former reggae artist. Once again, Sion Music, out now everywhere. Go check it out. But when we were starting that, I really wanted to create a foundation to really kick off the music career, and what better way to do it than make a song with and for my dad, So I remember when I first came on and I was talking to my dad and we're like, oh yeah, I'm about to make this song, I want to do music. This man, with no hesitation, he just started jumping for joy, trying to get things set up for us to actually do this. So we literally made the song in the house, in our theater room. We were just, going on the piano, building the chords. My dad got his guitar out. We ended up going to a studio and we had it recorded. And, the rest is history. And that was what, in 2017. And that song has been going strong for about 4 years now. And yeah, Father's Day's coming up.
And then we just made the video for it.
Yeah, we just made the video. We actually just released that early June, I believe, June 2nd.
Yeah,
June 2nd,
something like that.
Well,
yeah.
please send us a link for that, okay? So please send us a link for that. I'll send Krista that link so we could get it and keep playing it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Krista has it. I think she has it. But I would send it in.
Okay, no problem.
So Daniel, although this song is dedicated to your father, what message would you like all the fathers out there to get from your song Hello Dad for Father's Day?
I would love for them to get the message that I appreciate them for doing, what they're doing. A lot of times, like you were just saying, that there's a lot of negative stigmas placed on fathers, where they were considered deadbeats or not really taking care of their children. But there are a lot of people who are doing those things, and I don't really feel like the light is always shined on those people. Like, social media really tries to advertise people in more so of a negative way. So being able to show the positive lights, showing the parents who take the time and sacrifice and do the things to provide and make sure their children are good, you know what I'm saying? Like, commence to that. Like I'm proud of those people who are, taking the initiative and taking the responsibility to, build a foundation for their children.
So true. So true, yes. And so important. We do have the video, and as a matter of fact, we're going to just take a little break from the talk and let the people hear the video and see the video. Yeah, so let's play that video. It is called, you go ahead and introduce it, Krista.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, Dad. Let's hear it.
You show me that you love me every day. Just know I appreciate it, and I just wanna say hello, Dad. I'm really proud.
Enjoying it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, love that falsetto you go up there in, man. Nice falsetto.
Thank you.
Yeah, Krista, go ahead.
So Daniel, Hello Dad is one of your many songs, right? Can you tell us some of the other songs you've produced and where they are available, where our listeners and viewers can find you?
Yeah, of course. So I just recently dropped a project, a 7-song project. It's called Here We Go Again. It's available on all streaming platforms. You can find it on Spotify, CD Baby, Apple Music, Amazon, Pandora, Deezer, YouTube, all those places. Whatever streaming platform, wherever they're playing music at, my music is probably there, more than likely. I have other songs, many songs available. You can be sure to check out Slow. I also have a song for Mother's Day, I Love You, Mom. I have plenty of songs out and definitely going to be dropping a lot more soon. If you guys want to reach me on social media, you can find me at IamDaniel_John. So IamDaniel_JOHN.
And we have a song named Good Morning. It's a great song for Good Morning Grenada.
Okay, I hear you.
Check it out. I said it to Krista. He have one with Pressure Bus Pipe. I cannot wait. A lot of music. He have like 35 songs out right now.
Excellent. But once you say Pressure Burst Pipe, you're getting my attention, because that's one of my favorite reggae artists out of Virgin Islands, I think he is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Pressure Burst Pipe's got that song, Love and Affection.
He's on the Karma Rhythm with Buju Banton, Beanie Man, Anthony Margo, Pressure Bus Pipe with Daniel John. Check it out. I've said it for Krista. She has it.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. Well, anybody you want to say hi to in Grenada? No, you're John. Are you related to like Desmond John?
You know Demlin John in the police department.
Demlin.
Yes, I know.
Sure.
I guess all Johns in Grenada is from. Real. Yeah, but I would like to say shout out to my good friend Dave Duncan, Double D. That's where it all started.
Oh yeah.
It started right in Redmond. Myself, Dave Duncan, and Albert Gibbon. We are the founder member of 7 Degrees.
Okay.
In the 70s, 7 Degrees was the most rising band in Grenada. We are the one who introduced, when we start playing, we played 24 songs one time before we stop. No intermediate, you know what I mean? No between. And then in the 80s was Double D and the Revival.
Right.
It all started in Redmond. So that's where the fruit came out, Daniel John.
Gotcha.
From the States, from in the 70s. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And so I would like to say a shout out to my brother Terry, my daughter Lucianne in Redmond, and our friends and family, the whole of Grenada. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Johnston Bihari, is that the area he's from? You know that name? He's our Johnston Bihari. You know that name?
Bihari, I think he did some sports or something.
Yeah, he's he was outstanding. He's the only living Victorian Cross individual in the UK, Grenadian. He served outstandingly in one of the wars. I think Iran or Iraq war. But I thought he was from...
He's from the same area.
That's what I thought. I thought he's from like Red Muddy area. Yeah, I thought you might. Yeah.
Yes, same area.
Excellent. So Daniel, anything else you want to mention? Go ahead.
Well, I would like to say thank you, Eugene, and thank you, Krista, for having me, and all the K105 family for having me on your show. I would like to thank, obviously my dad for helping me, grow into the person that I am today. I'd like to give a shout out to my mom, A good shout out to the man upstairs, God himself. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. Thank you for all the people who have supported me and has grown with me throughout my journey with music. And I can't wait to continue this journey, give y'all more music and, help everybody express their emotions. So big things coming. Definitely more music coming soon, more music videos, more content. And once again, here we go again. My new project is out now on all streaming platforms. Go check that out.
Yeah, man, I think it's wonderful. It's a great image, you and Dad together. I think it's perfect for Father's Day, man. Love to see that. It's excellent. So, Esther, yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. We loved having you.
Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, who are doing their thing, taking care of their children, making sure they're prospering and are successful in life. Shout out to all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Keep up the good work.
Nice. Excellent. Hey, good having you guys on the program. We're going to switch to a commercial break right now, and then we'll come back with a couple more videos. So yeah, we're going to take a commercial break.
Greenz Music to the World is brought to you by Gittins Pharmacare, the pharmacy that cares. Halifax Street, St. George's. Natural Cool, Spiceland Mall Grand Dance. Cool clothes for cool people. The Computer Store Grenada Limited, Spiceland Mall Grand Dance. The Gamers Paradise with headsets by Razer, Conair, JBL, Sony, Astro, Logitech, and more. And Island Catering, without a doubt, the best food and catering service on the island. Gittins Pharmacare, the pharmacy that cares. Halifax Street, St. George's. Affordable access to care, a wide range of prescription drugs, medical supplies, health and beauty items, diabetic testing supplies, immune system support products, vitamins, supplements, and lots more. Visit us today or call 440-2165. Ask about or call in prescriptions, discounted items, and special delivery requests. Gittins Pharmacare. Care, convenience, expertise. We've got it all.
Yes, that was a great interview with the Johns. That was really, really nice. And so we're going to just, we're about to wrap up things. Again, we want to just thank all our sponsors. I should let you know that Island Caterers have been sold out. Hey, when you advertise on this program, it works for you. So Island Caterers just called earlier to say that they are sold out of their Father's Day luncheons. Those could have been delivered to you, or you could have picked them up if they're all sold out. However, they do have next week, they do continue their daily lunch specials. So again, you can call them to order lunch, at work or wherever you are. They deliver within St. George's, Grand Anse area. And so if you don't want to cook on Monday or any day next week, just call Island Catering, and they got good food, and order your lunches, for the whole staff actually. Order for everybody next week. So we're going to wrap up the video portion, the TV portion of this program. We're going to take one last video. It's going to be called Too Good at Goodbyes by Johansson Felix. And after that, we would move over to just radio, and we'll just do the Greenz music mix. So we're going to say goodbye to TV viewers after this video. Thank you for watching.
You must think that I'm stupid. must think that I'm a fool. You must think that I'm new to this, but I've seen this all before. I'm never gonna let you close to me, even though you mean the most to me. Cause every time I open up it hurts. So I'm never gonna get too close to you, even when I mean the most to you, in case you go and leave me in the dirt. But every time you hurt me, the less that I cry. And every time you leave me, the quicker this tears dry. And every time you walk out, the less I love you. Baby, we don't stand a chance. It's sad, but it's true. I'm way too good at goodbyes. I'm way too good at goodbyes. I know you're thinking I'm heartless. I know you're thinking I'm cold. I'm just protecting my innocence. I'm just protecting my soul. I'm never gonna let you close to me, even though you mean the most to me. Cause every time I open up it hurts. So I'm never gonna get too close to you, even when I mean the most to you, in case you go and leave me in the dirt. But every time you hurt me, the less that I cry. And every time you leave me, the quicker these tears dry. And every time you walk out, the less I love you. Baby, we don't stand a chance. It's sad, but it's true. I'm way too good at goodbyes. I'm way too good at goodbyes. No way that you'll see me cry. I'm way too good at goodbyes. You must think that I'm stupid. You must think that I'm a fool. You must think that I'm new to this, but I've seen this all before. But every time you hurt me, the less that I cry. And every time you leave me, the quicker these tears dry. And every time you walk out, the less I love you. Baby, we don't stand a chance. It's sad, but it's true. I'm way too good at goodbyes. I'm way too good at goodbyes. No way that you'll see me cry. I'm way too good at goodbyes.
Sammy G, all the way from NYC, and you're listening to Strictly Greenz music. Shout out to Mr. Gitters and the rest of the family. Keep it locked.
Yo, this is your boy Roach, and you're listening to Greenz
This
music.
is Sabrina Francis. You're listening to Greenz music.
Greenz music to
time.